Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Meredith E. Phillips. I'm a writer, reader, and bunny mama. Today I wanted to do something a little different. I love sort of like Q&A, get to know you kinds of videos. I love hearing about people's writing and their tips and tricks and all that kind of thing. Writing vlogs are awesome, but I also like knowing just other random facts about other people. So I went and looked up just some really general get to know you type tags with a variety of questions. So I'm going to answer those questions hopefully in a rapid fire style manner, and I'll put the questions that I'm using in the description box below. If you want to also answer these questions in a separate video, I'd love to see it. So if you do one and post it, put a link or something in the comments below. If you want to just grab like a random handful of these questions and answer them in the comments below, I'd love to know a little more about you guys. I do of course have my AuthorTube newbie tag, which I will link to. I'm pretty sure the cards are over here. I tried to pay attention, I'm pretty sure it's here. It was my first video, so it's a little rough, but it is accurate in terms of how I answered. So if you want to check that out, that of course is specifically about writing. These are gonna just be more general life type questions. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first question is, what is your middle name? My middle name is Elaine. Question 2, where are you from? I'm from Northern Virginia, and I do want to make sure we make the distinction between Virginia and Northern Virginia. No offense to anyone else from the rest of the state, but I am from Northern Virginia, okay? Question 3, where do you live? I recently moved with my husband to the Houston, Texas area. We moved last September, so we've been here almost a year now. The next question is, what do you do for a living? I work as the operations manager for a small office supply company. How tall are you? I'm 5'7". Which of your parents are you more like? I think I'm more like my dad. We're both fairly even-keeled in terms of manner and personality, and I do think we have the same sense of humor. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a younger brother. Are you in or have you gone to college? I am definitely not in college anymore, but I did go from 2004 to 2008, and I graduated with a degree in elementary education. What was your favorite subject in school? English. What was your least favorite subject in school? Science. What is your favorite color? So this one's really weird. It used to be green. Green has been my favorite color forever, but I feel like my favorite color now is almost red. As you can see by the thumbnails in all of my videos. What is your favorite music genre? I love rock music, but actual rock music. 21 Pilots, Bastille, all that stuff is not rock. I like hard rock. Who is your favorite musician? If we're talking about individuals as a musician, I think my favorite is probably Freddie Mercury. But if we're talking about a band, then my favorite band is absolutely Foo Fighters. Favorite food? We'll say filet mignon. Just a big juicy steak. Favorite drink? My favorite drink is probably birch beer or cheerwine, neither of which have any alcohol in them. They're both sodas. Favorite snack? Favorite snack is candy, just lots of candy. I'm a 5-year-old basically when it comes to food. Favorite holiday? Thanksgiving. Christmas is a lot of fun, but you've got to like decorate everything. You got to buy presents, you got to wrap them, you got to mail them if you don't live near the people. It's a lot, okay? Thanksgiving, you get to eat a lot of food and there's a little decoration and stuff, but not as much. I don't know. I love Thanksgiving though. What is your favorite fairy tale? My favorite fairy tale growing up was East of the Sun and West of the Moon. What is your favorite quote? My favorite quote is from T.E. Lawrence. He says, "You wonder what I am doing. Well, so do I in truth. Days seem to dawn, suns to shine, evenings to follow, and then I sleep. What I have done, what I am doing, what I am going to do, puzzle and bewilder me. Have you ever been a leaf and fallen from your tree in autumn and been really puzzled about it? That's the feeling." Tea or coffee? 100% coffee. Cats or dogs? Dogs, but only because I'm allergic to cats, unfortunately. What is your favorite animal? Probably bunnies. I have 5 of them. What is your favorite book? Jane Eyre. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? For non-writing related channels, I love Two Set Violin. I also really love Cinefix and Liziki. If we're talking about specifically book or writing related channels, I really love Alexa Dunn, Naya Reads and Smiles, and Kate Kavanaugh. What is your favorite movie? It's Lawrence of Arabia. Favorite memory from childhood. I remember coming home from school one day really disappointed because none of my friends had seen The Adventures of Robin Hood from 1938 with Errol Flynn and Olivia de Havilland and a whole bunch of other people. And I could not understand how they hadn't seen this movie. I was in like 5th grade. And I didn't realize that not everyone's parents didn't show them like older movies like that. We watched them all the time, but not many other kids did. And my mom was like, let's invite some of your friends over and we can watch some of these movies. So we started this movie night tradition, and every Friday night, my parents were real troopers. Every Friday night from 6th grade through 8th grade, and even a few times in high school, we just invited like all of my friends, and later my brother had his friends come over, and we would watch some kind of classic movie. So we watched everything from The Great Escape to The Gold Rush to The Adventures of Robin Hood and The Thing. We watched a whole bunch of different stuff, and just those evenings spent with my friends and my parents were just really good times. What are some of your favorite TV shows? I will give you my top 3. Number 1 is The Office.
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
Absolutely, I do.
Good.
Number 2 is probably Community.
Pop what? Pop what? What is he trying to say? Pop what magnitude?
And number 3 is Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Mitch Gaylord.
What's that, a man? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, believe it or not, yeah. It was so chilly, I brought my shawl.
If you could give your younger self any advice, what would you say? I think I would probably tell her to make more of an effort to keep in touch with friends. How many relationships have you been in? Just one. I met my husband in college and we dated, and I was like, he'll work, so that was it. What sports have you played? I played a season of softball when I was in 5th grade, I think, and then I also was in figure skating for maybe a year and a half or so. Do you speak any different languages, and how well do you speak them? I don't. I only speak English. I took 4 years of Latin in high school. I took a year of Arabic in high school, and I also took a semester of French in college. I don't remember like anything except like Salve de Skipoli and like Assalamu alaikum and stuff like that. I actually know more Hindi because I've watched a lot of Bollywood movies and I've picked up quite a bit of the Hindi language from watching the movies, but not anything that I would really be able to do a whole lot of conversing. How would you describe your fashion sense? Comfort is king. What is the last book you read? I'm reading the Palm South University series by Candy Steiner. It's a trip. It's about fraternities and sororities and stuff, and I'm thinking that I probably missed a lot in college. PC or Mac? Mac. Always Mac. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 6. An iPhone 6. It's pretty old. We got them in December 2014, so they're gonna be 6 years old this December. We are saving up for some new phones. What app do you use most? This is kind of embarrassing. I looked, because you know your phone tracks like which app do you use and how long you're on them. I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be Instagram. Not by a long shot. I apparently play Toy Blast a lot. A really kind of an embarrassing amount. What piece of technology can you not live without? Probably my computer. What is something you're talented at? I love a good Excel spreadsheet. I've done some pretty impressive formulas in my time. What is something you wish you were talented at? Making friends. I'm the worst at making friends. It's really hard for me. Are you competitive? I'm competitive if I think I have a chance at winning. If it's something that I would never win at, or the people who are competing against me are just so far ahead of me in terms of the skill or the talent, like I don't even try. But if I think I have a chance, I'm gonna come for you because I want to win. What are some of your bad habits? Self-doubt and impatience. What is on the top of your bucket list? I have a lot of things on my bucket list. I think the number one thing that I would love to do when I'm like a retiree who's a millionaire, I guess, because that's the only way you could afford this, but have you seen those like 9-month-long Viking cruises you can go on? They take you to like every country on the planet and it looks awesome, but they're like $100,000. So I'm gonna have to save up for a minute to be able to afford those, but it would be really cool to go on one. What are 3 of your long-term goals? We'd really like to make some various house improvements to the house we just bought so we can hopefully sell it at some point and make an actual profit. I'd like to query a book and get a literary agent, and I'd really like to find work that I'm excited about and inspires me every day. What are 3 of your short-term goals? For the house, we are currently trying to get a whole house generator installed, and by the end of the year, I'd also like to replace all of the exterior doors. I'd also like to finish revising my work in progress. I really wanted to get it done by the end of the year. We're getting very short on time, so I'm trying to finish that, and I do want to also continue putting savings into our savings account every month. What is your biggest accomplishment? Honestly, I'm real proud that we were able to buy a house. We saved up for a really long time to have a down payment, and we were able to buy one last September. Who has had the biggest impact on your life? Probably my parents. What countries have you visited? I've been to the UK twice. I've been to England, Scotland, and Wales. I've also been to Ghana, which is in West Africa, and I went to India. What countries would you like to visit? I think the next country we'd really like to go to at some point when we're able to travel again, and also when we have the money to do so. I think we'd really like to go to Italy next. I'd also really love to be able to go to Hungary at some point. That's where my great-grandparents are from. And I really want to go to Antarctica. Okay, those were my questions and my answers. Again, let me know in the comments if you decide to do this particular list or any kind of list similar to this. I'd love to watch it. If you want to just sort of pick and choose a few that you can answer in the comments, I'd love to read about it and just get to know you a little better. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more content from me, do click the subscribe button. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.